Hello everyone, welcome to Policy Guide. Imagine a world controlled by only two powerful countries and suddenly one of them disappears. What will happen to the world? In this video, we will understand the end of bipolarity in a very simple way. Most countries in Europe become weak because of what? Because of distraction of the economic loss. Okay, but two countries became very powerful. What are the two countries? The countries name are called as what? Especially the United States and the Soviet Union. Now these two countries had completely different ideas. Okay, so both of the countries have what? They have different ideas. Especially the USA have what types of idea? The USA have capitalism or USA support the capitalism, which means private business and democracy. On the other hand, the USSR supported socialism, where the government controlled the economy. Okay, so because of these differences, both countries wanted to separate their own system. Okay, as a result, the world got divided into two groups. The system is called as what? Bipolarity. Okay. Bipolarity means that when the world when the world divided into two superpowers or two groups, it's called as what? The system is called as what? The system is called as bipolarity. Now we will discuss the Cold War. Now you may think, did these two countries fight directly? The answer is what? The answer is what? The answer is no. Okay. This situation is called as the Cold War. When the both countries didn't fight directly, this situation is called as what? Cold War. It means there was no direct military war between the two superpowers. The superpowers name are what? The superpower name is USA and USSR. But there was continuous tension, competition, and what? And rivalry. They competed in areas. What are the areas? The areas like military power, technology, influence over other countries, all of this. Okay, now we will discuss why the Cold War happened. There are so many reasons behind of this. The first one is what? The first one is ideological differences. Because we all know that USA believe in capitalism and the USSR believe in what? The USSR believe in socialism. Okay. Both thought their system was better and wanted other countries to follow it. The second causes is both wanted to become the most powerful country. Okay. So they started competing for global influence. The third one is fear and distrust. Third is what? Fear and distrust. The USA was afraid that communism would spread to other countries. At the same time, also USSR feel what? Feel same that the USA would try to weaken or attack it. Because of this, both countries started building nuclear weapons. We all know this, no? and form military alliance. The military alliances like what? NATO or SPECT. So even without direct war, the world remained divided and tense. The third world refers to those countries which did not align with what? Either the USA or the Soviet Union during the Cold War and focused on independence and development. So understand this? These were called as what? Third world. So the Berlin Wall was built in 1961. We all know this. To divide East and West Berlin. It was constructed to stop people from moving to the western side. It became a symbol of Cold War division. In 1989, the wall was broken, marking the beginning of the end of what? The end of Cold War. Now come to the main topic. The end of bipolarity means the end of the system where two superpowers control the world. During the Cold War, the world was dominated by the two superpowers. The first one is United States and then the second one is what? Soviet Union. There are so many events happen in that time. The most important event was the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. With this, one of the two superpower disappeared. We all know the reasons of the collapse of Soviet Union. There are economic problem, political problem, reforms, nationalisms. Many regions demand independence from the Soviet Union. As a result, after the collapse of Soviet Union, the bipolar system ended. Now only one superpowers remain, the United States. Okay. So the end of bipolarity marked a major changes in world politics. It ended the Cold War and changed the global power structure, especially the bipolarity. The end of bipolarity refers to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, which ended the dominance of two superpowers and created a unipolar world. Thank you, everyone. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.